So now we are joined by Josh Jones of Cornucopias, a new game that is building on Cardano for the metaverse. Josh, welcome to the show. Tell us, what is Cornucopias?
Cornucopias is a metaverse and NFT based blockchain game that has a variety of themed zones that people can explore that has different attractions in each zone. We're going to be using NFTs for the economy throughout, so people will be able to own their own assets. And then there's also going to be the metaverse element in there where we bring in all sorts of different value from community and from different entrepreneurs and businesses around the world.
So, in terms of building this as a metaverse game, what makes it different than building a traditional style of game?
Really, the best way to answer that would be to say that we have to involve community. We have to allow it to be a platform, and then it has to be interoperable eventually so that we can connect to other metaverses or other metaverse based projects. Because there needs to be a connection of this open world, right? Eventually. So I think it is an evolving vision for the metaverse, but our solution is going to be to bring in community and add value and create incentives for the community to participate, community entrepreneurs and businesses to participate in building this. And to really carry out the scope, we have to gradually decentralize so that we've got this self evolving and self growing world.
So, we talked with one of our folks that's working on NFTs about how one of the benefits of building on Cardano is that you get the community along with it. What's Cardano bringing to Cornucopias?
So we love Cardano for a variety of reasons, but it's really bringing some key elements in its solution that we need. So, for example, thinking about scaling in the future, when the tidal wave of people come to the blockchain and come into crypto, I think a lot of the other chains are going to break because they haven't really been designed with the fundamentals in mind. And so there's been these quick fix type solutions. Well, with Hydra and with scaling, Cardano is going to be able to handle that volume. And with gaming volume, we have a tremendous need for, there could be millions of game saves per day, billions of game saves per day eventually. So there's a huge need for scalability there, and Cardano will have that. Additionally, the Catalyst project, Voltaire, and governance. We're going to need that as well because, as I mentioned before, we need to have this ability for the community and decentralization to grow the project for us. So it's got to be a project that grows on its own and that businesses can be built on top of that and that the community can steer it and help it to evolve. So there's that as well. And lastly, Atala Prism. That's an enormous feature that is going to be needed more and more as a result of blockchain achieving mass adoption and government regulations around the world. We're going to have needs for Atala Prism, a variety of needs. And so that identity-based solution is something we're actually hoping to connect with the Atala Prism team soon. So yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's so many. And lastly, I'll sum that up with we're attracted to the vision and mission of Cardano, bringing an economic identity to the billions of people around the world that lack it. I mean, that's a selfless kind of mission that I'm really attracted to, and I love the ethos. The blockchain ethos is kept in mind with Cardano's vision and mission. So there's so many issues with monetary policy around the world, and Cardano I think has that in mind.
So, it seems that your focus is on identity, scalability, and governance. Is that about right?
Yeah, those three features of Cardano are tremendously they're going to be invaluable for us.
All right, so what does Cornucopias look like in 3 years?
Cornucopias in 3 years. Well, I'm hoping that we've got a variety of solidified partnerships that bring in the music and the arts into our platform and bring these creative forces in. I'm hoping that we have a variety of different projects building on top of our city and connecting to these individual bubbles where these custom domes that we're allowing people to build. So unique use cases, for example, maybe Tesla's building out a training center and the ability to showcase their vehicles in virtual reality within their own space that they have. And then there's a connection within the city that allows them to achieve that and drive traffic to their space. Maybe there's a variety of different communities participating in gaming guilds and for example, we've got a partnership with Tingo, which you guys are well familiar with, Tingo Mobile, and they have 10 million subscribers. And so what we get to do there is we get to bring our learn to earn features to 10 million subscribers in Nigeria. So we're very connected here at Cornucopias with the mission of really bringing value in Africa and what's going on there. We love that. I'd really like to see a lot of these early partnerships that we're forming that add tons of value panning out in a platform kind of way that enables so many others to create on top of our platform. We also have a partnership with European Business University where learn to earn aspects, people can get scholarships by playing our game. And so there's a lot of things that we really want to see happening, and it needs to be in 3 years happening on its own without our control and direction.
So, how do people get involved with Cornucopias?
Yeah, they can just go to cornucopias.io, our website, or you can follow us on Twitter at Cornucopias Game, or go to our Discord. So any of those are going to point you in the right direction. We got a strong community, a really positive one, and we're creating an awesome, fun, creative, engaging community, and we'd love to have you involved.